after I finished my uni, last time when you're still a student, right, you think everything is okay. Traveling to Semenyih will be fine. Like, I have car, so I'm like, yeah, I can just drive 1 hour, it's fine. But then when you start transitioning to become a Waiwa, then you start like, oh shucks, reality hit you. You'll be like, going to homes took me 1.5 hour with the jam and all. So when I reach, it's already starting 8 p.m. And I'm like, okay, fellowship for 2 hours, for homes, and then remain for like helping the setup and all. So I finished almost like 11. So when I reach home, it's 12 a.m. So I'm like, God, I think you don't want me to stay like this forever, right? Maybe I make the wrong choice to serve in Semenyih. I negotiate with God. I'm like, God, maybe XPJ or X Sampang. It's so near to me. Maybe He'll place me in Old Klang Road, right, for a reason. I should go to XPJ or X Sampang. The leaders are so gracious. They just told me, okay, you go and pray about it. They don't tell me, they don't force me. They just told me, okay, you go and pray about it. So I'm like, okay, I already set my mind. So even if I pray, right, I will still think it's XPJ or X Sampang. Okay, so I just pray. Okay, God, which service you want me to go, XPJ or X Sampang? So actually, God remind me, like, why did you want to stay in Malaysia at the first place? Why do I even give you this job? Remember the prayer that you give when you are a student to sow back into Semenyih. So be obedient and faithful in whatever that God has called you. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'm like, yeah, let's give it a try. I'm like, okay lah, 1 year, try 1 year. So after that, I told a student, I say, can I rent a room with you? I don't mind paying half of the rent for your room, as long as I can just stay over during the weekend. Because I feel like I can't just go down on Sunday. If I go down on Sunday, I will only have that fellowship with them for like church until night, that's it. I can't sow into their life. I can't have that relationship with the students. So I told myself, okay, I need to go down on Saturday. And then I also have serving in espresso. So I'm also need to prepare on Saturday night. So now I'm renting with a student. So the students are kind to me also lah. By giving. So I only need to pay a bit of their rent.
After serving ex-Nilai for a while, I knew that they were going to start Semenyih. So I knew that they were going to start Semenyih, and we were praying for it. The group of us, we were praying for it. All those of those Nottingham people who were in Nilai, we were all praying to start service. And then, so it started. When Semenyih started, I felt God calling me to stay and support Semenyih. After I graduated, there came the whole transitioning from a campus student to a young working adult. And it came the question, am I going to stay in Semenyih or am I going to come back to Subang? How is it going to be? But I felt God saying, you were rooted here, you should stay here and grow as much as you can. And I felt like my season wasn't up. So I decided to stay in Semenyih. But the problem with that, the challenging part of that was that I don't have a car. And it would be public transportation all the way. So I was like, every weekend I would have to take like 2-3 hours of public transportation up to Semenyih to serve there, and then come back the next day. So it's like about 6 hours total traveling time by public transportation. And I was like, God, is this really what you want?
Semenyih is about 50 km away from Subang. By car, without jam, is about 45 minutes to 1 hour. But for me, it's 3 hours because I don't have a car. I need to take train, transit, take MRT, and the furthest I can reach is Kajang. From Kajang, I have to find out my own way. Most of the time is Grab to go over to Semenyih. So the total is about 2.5 to 3 hours journey. Then I used to do that every weekend. The first year of my work, I graduated and started working the same time. That is when Semenyih started. So it was very challenging, the whole trying to figure out working world, and also trying to figure out how to run a service, and also asking myself most of the time, what did I get myself into while traveling on the train for 3 hours? That time, Samantha is still a student studying in Nottingham. So I was like, I don't know how long I'm able to do this. And then came second year when she graduated and she told me that, I want to follow you. Then came the challenge like, how are we gonna do this? Both of us have no car, no place to stay. So I'm currently staying with my family in Subang. My work is also in Subang. So most of the time, I don't really need a car lah. So I don't own a car. I only need the travelling for weekend to go to Semenyih. And then I used to stay and bunk over in a friend's room for the weekend when it was just me before Samantha graduated. And when she came and asked me, I was like, let me see how we can do this. And then we were talking about it and she asked, have you ever thought of maybe staying in a hotel room or something? Maybe it's like 60, 70 for the weekend. And I'm like, if you share with me, divide by 2, I think can lah. And then we tell one of our friends. He was like, are you sure you want to go and stay in hotel on a weekly basis like that? He was like, are you girls for real? We are like, yeah, we are quite serious about it. And then he went back, think about it, and then he came back to us and said, I help you look for a room you want or not. He said with the amount of like 60, 70 a week, a month is about 250. He said, I think I can get a room that is 250 that you both can stay in. So that's how the whole renting room come about.
God keep reminding me and I keep reminding myself, God's grace is sufficient for me. Like, if it's not because of His grace, I really can't do it. Like, how to travel alone and going back home. It's always God that gives me a safe journey back to KL, safe journey to Semenyih. And every time I woke up, I don't feel tired at all. It's only God's favor. Because logically, I will feel tired emotionally and also physically I will feel tired. But then every morning, I just feel so refreshed. I have the peace that I'm doing the right thing for God. I keep experiencing God's love more and more. So that's sufficient for me.
Every time when the thought came to my mind of, I don't know why I'm doing this, or should I still continue doing this? And then there'll be signs of growth or even little things that God has done in my life to show me that, I'll take care of your needs as you take care of my people. So that's the one thing that keep me going. Every time when I come to the point where I want to give up, God will tell me that, I have bring you here, I will bring you through.
And it's a pretty cool thought to think about, like how the students are also inspired by what we are doing. I really feel like they really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we all feel like they really, really appreciate it. And we know that since they appreciate it, they are inspired by it, and because they're inspired by it, they do the same things, they aspire to do the same things, and so many more leaders are built up through that, and so many more students are coming to church and they're inspired and they stay and they root down, and